Hi guys, I'm Sasha. Welcome to my channel, Glam Icon Makeup. This is my very first tutorial and I'm so excited to start this journey. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, keep on watching. Alright, so today I'm going to be doing a teal smoky eye look for the fall. Okay, let's jump right into this look. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is priming my face with this Hourglass foundation. This is my new favorite thing. Oh, it's going to be a mess in here today. I can already see it. I'm not going to lie, I can't really tell with this lighting what I'm doing. So I think the Beauty Blender, obviously wet, slightly moist, whatever. Slightly dampened, that would be the correct terminology. It gives you like a really flawless finish with your foundation. I haven't used the cashmere in a while. I've been using something else, but today I wanted to pull it out because I feel like it leaves a really flawless finish. I mean, naturally my face, guys, is a little bit darker than my body in real life. I don't know how it's going to translate on screen because I have freckles and I do get tanned quite easily. So sometimes my face can look a little bit darker. Since this is my first YouTube video, I'm just going with the flow, but as I'm noticing, everything is totally kind of like just happening as I go along because I wanted to do my eyes first, and here we are, doing concealer. Okay, we're gonna roll with it. Alright, so for concealer, I'm using everyone's favorite, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light Neutral. This might be a little light for me, and I'm sure you guys can probably see that, but I sometimes tend to go darker with my foundation, so then the concealer kind of evens everything out. Guys, the hype with this concealer is justified. It does blend super easily. It looks amazing on your skin. It doesn't crease. All of that stuff is true. Obviously, I am nowhere near sponsored or anything like that, so I'm just saying it because I really do love the product. That's white. I'm not going to cream contour today. I'm going to use only powders to contour. And the first thing that I want to use is my Tarteist contour palette. And the color that I'm going to go in with is this color, that color right here first. And then to deepen that, I'm going to use this color right next to it. Again, this is a Morphe brush. This is the M.a.c. I actually use it for blush. But to start my contour, I feel like I like it. It's the perfect shape to fit right into my cheek, and it's not too big, so it doesn't go all over my cheek. I will definitely bronze up my face because it is a little bit white. So we're probably, before we start deepening this contour, I'm probably going to use my m.a.c bronzer to just make myself a little bit more tanned. I'm going to use this bronzing m.a.c powder in the color Refined Gold. I don't even know if they still have this. I haven't bought any bronzers from m.a.c in a while. So now I'm just gonna use a little bit of a bigger brush. This is the Morphe MB2 to do a little bit of bronzing. And I try to use, when I just dab in, I use it on the cheeks to let it act as a contour, and then whatever is left slightly on the brush, I go back in and I just darken up the other parts of my face. Always pull it from the neck, guys. You do not want your neck to mismatch your face. Alrighty, and now we're gonna go back in with the darker color, right there, of the Tarte palette, and just deepen that contour. I'm going to take a bigger brush, which also has a dome shape, and it's really great for contouring and bronzing because you can also get right in there. Go in a little bit more to my forehead and just drag it down the temples. I'm using the lighter color right now. You guys, I look so tan right now in real life, and on the monitor, I'm like white. That's crazy. Okay, not bad. You're so cute. I have hubby being so cute as the production, direction, everything manager, runner of the show, biggest supporter. It's adorable. Adorable. Okay, so I think that that's as good as it's gonna get, and we're gonna play with the lighting and hopefully make it a little bit better. But now I'm going to set my under eyes. I really like this brush that I got from Morphe. It's the E25. We're gonna set my under eyes with this yellowy color, I guess. And you always wanna set your makeup. I'm dry, so I don't like to go overboard with loose powders and all of that. I do a little bit with a dampened beauty blender, but I can't go overboard because then it dries out my under eyes and you can see all of the fine lines and wrinkles. The cool thing about this brush is that it has two sides, and if you really want to get precise, yeah, you can definitely use that side of the brush to go in. Last step for my face is going to be the loose powder. I'm using the m.a.c translucent powder. I'm going to go into that with a wet beauty blender. So you want to shake it a little bit and get some, if I could close it, and get some out there. There we go. Or you could use what's left in the box, not to be wasteful, in the top, whatever. I can't even speak properly. I promise I'll get better, guys. I promise. Okay, so that's a lot. I'm just gonna use a tiny bit to set under my eyes and to go right underneath the contour, because the contour is powder, and it definitely has set my foundation. I'm gonna do a little bit on my forehead because I do get oily over there. Great. And now the last thing which I like lately to do is I take this Morphe G30 brush, which is like a contouring brush, and I kind of just bake underneath here to make that contour pop. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this with that same brush right here, where we all tend to get oily and crease up. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that on, and everything else I will brush off. I love this powder. I think it makes everything look super seamless, and just put the powder on and it kind of pulled everything together right now. So we're leaving that on, and we're gonna go into eyes now. So next I'm gonna be going in with my m.a.c Painterly pot. This is just to kind of prime my eyelids. In the monitor. I'm like, making it work. Now that my eyelids are primed, I am going to go in with everyone's favorite Jaclyn Hill palette. Today I'm going to be doing a fall look, so I'm going to be using this guy, a little bit of this guy. All right, so let's jump into eyes. First thing I'm gonna do is use that lighter shade that I pointed out first as my transition color. So I'm gonna put that on my M433 brush from Morphe, and I'm gonna put that into my crease. So these shadows are super pigmented, and a little goes a long way. My husband is cueing me to do the swatches. That's his favorite part. I will swatch these for you as soon as I've done this transition shade. That is so cute, babe. I'm not gonna lie, the lights are a little warm. It's feeling a little bit toasty in here. Okay, so that's a really pretty transition shade that I think will work for everyone. I like to pull it all the way down here, all the way down into the inner corner of my eye. Okay, so now I'm gonna jump into that orangey color right here. No, right there. All right, with the same brush, I'm gonna put a little bit of that color onto my brush and go a little bit lower in the crease. The most orangey shade here, that looks really orange on camera, but it actually is more red toned. And that's our dog. I'm trying to really define the crease with the orange first, and then I'm gonna blend that out a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in with this M513 and blend that out. For today, I'm going outward a little bit because I want more of a cat eye shape and not too much of a rounded eye. All right, moving on to the star of the show, that color right there. We will definitely get the name for you and link it down below. I put this palette together myself. These are all shimmers. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Spray the brush with a little bit of the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, similar to the Fix Plus. Just spray it once. And that just helps get more pigment out of your shadow and more of the shimmer. And this way there will be less fallout all over my face. I'm definitely gonna go in with my finger on top to just define that color even more. And you can see it looks super pigmented on my finger. And then I'm gonna lightly press onto my lid. I think it's just a little bit neater to do the brush first, because then you kind of hit everywhere and you're not trying to stick your finger like into places that your nails just won't reach realistically. So there's like a tiny bit of fallout. I'm not mad at it. It's just a little bit, nothing to cry over. That will happen with a shimmer, and I think this is very little fallout for a shimmer. All right, now I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush and just try and connect these two. So now I'm gonna smoke out my lower lash line, do the highlight on my brow bone and inner corner. Oh, and I'm using the M156. This is again a dual-ended brush. Now for the second color, I'm gonna use this side of the brush. I do need a second one like this, but I'm gonna use the same small side of the brush to highlight in my inner corner with that nudish, whitish gold color. Okay guys, so I quickly did my brows off camera. I used the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color dark brown, and then I used the tinted brow gel in chocolate. I will link everything down below. I also highlighted my brow bone with the color I was talking about earlier and my inner corner. I swatched all the colors in the Jaclyn palette that I used. That one was for the brow bone. It is super shimmery, and these I used, this was my first transition, then I went into the crease with the second one, and then I deepened it with that orangey red color. It's looking a little brown on camera, but it does have an orangey red tint to it. So I'm gonna go in with the Sephora, I don't know what it's called, Noir Black liquid eyeliner, and just sketch out my wing. For my blush today, I'm going to be using the NARS Orgasm Blush. It is one of my favorites. And I'm going to go back in with that same brush that I used before, the M105. I like to start my blush exactly where I put my contour, and then the excess work my way down. I'm not a big fan of a lot of blush on the apple of my cheek, just because I do have round cheeks, and I think that it's not the best look for me. So this looks more subtle and connected to the contour. Also love this blush because it has that highlight effect to it. It has all that gold shimmer in it. It's so beautiful. Next up, we're gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter in the color Peach Nectar. I'm not a big fan of fan highlighter brushes. I think this one buffs highlighter out great. A quick tip about highlighter for people like me who do have pores, visible pores, don't go all the way down onto your cheek. Try to stay above that whole pore area and get it up closer to your temple. I love highlighter. So does everybody in the world. So glowy, look at that. That just looks so pretty in the monitor. The thing I didn't do today that I'm gonna do right now is contour under my lower lip just to create an appearance of larger lips. Ooh, it's a lot. And I love it. Right away you just see that it's like, ooh, yes, lips. Bam. Typical Instagram post. We're going in with the Huda lashes in Sasha Naturally. That's eyelash glue. I'm gonna cover the band and I'm gonna explain it in the video, okay? Thank you, hubby, for the tip, my makeup artist. And now I'm just gonna apply these beautiful Huda lashes. I know a lot of people use their fingers. I like to use a tweezer because I have long nails and I can't really press it into my eye. So what I like to do, I like to just squeeze the tweezer together to connect my lashes and the falsies. Now I'm just gonna add a little bit of mascara and then go over my lash band, throw on a lip, and that's it. All right, guys, we're finally at the finish line, and this is the last step of today's look, obviously except for the setting spray. And now I'm gonna be using the m.a.c Plum Lip Pencil and the m.a.c lipstick, and the name of it is Mare. And these are my two staples in my makeup collection. I absolutely love these colors, especially for the fall. All right, guys, last but not least, I am now gonna put some Morphe setting spray. This stuff is amazing, and I like to pat that in gently with my beauty blender. So first, the spray. That is the final look, guys, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you love this fall holiday inspired look with a little bit pop of color. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel. Everything will be linked down below. It's my first tutorial, so I really hope you love it and support me. Leave comments down below on what kind of looks you would want to see. If you want to see a skincare routine, if you want to see a side-by-side comparison routine. But thank you for following me, for watching, and I hope you tune in soon.